Hey, what's up YouTube? This is DBZ439 coming at you with another first place locals deck profile, and this time it's Heroes for the new June 2023 ban list. I recently took this deck to my locals and I went undefeated 4-0. Quick breakdown of my matchups. Round 1 I played Mathmech, I won 2-1. Round 2 I played Mathmech, I won 2-0. Round 3 I played Cash, I won 2-1. And in the final round, round 4 I played Despia and I won 2-0. So today we'll be, breaking down how I feel heroes should be played during this new format. Again, the new format just started, so there's a lot that can be updated and improved. So I look forward to your guys' input and please feel free to comment down below what you think how heroes should be looking like going into this June, or you can say even nationals format. So without any further ado, let's start the deck profile with the main deck. So again, you have your standard hero lineup, triple Stratos. This card is still really good, especially with the new Wake Up hero. This plus any hero is going to be full Dark Law combo basically, and that's really good thanks to the new Wake Up Elemental hero. So I feel like maxing on that card is really important. Triple Shadow, not triple, sorry, double Shadow Mist. Again, I feel this is pretty standard. Some players are opting to cut one just to make more space for the for like utility spots like hand traps and board breakers. I still like two, because if you open one, you want to be able to, like, for the grind, it's really good, and then always having one in deck for hero lives is also nice. So that's really good. To round off the elemental heroes in the main, one Honest Neos, one Liquid. Liquid being able to dig, and then Honest Neos helping you to go for game. So that's really good. Onto the Vision heroes, we have triple Faris. This is pretty standard again. Non-standard, maybe you could say, is the double increase. Again, Kashtira might not be making that much of a comeback. Apparently, Raid Raptor Kashtira is going to be a thing, but I still fear Arise Heart banish top few cards of your deck. So you want to be able to have increase live, and even if it's in your hand, you can like use it for fusion material or pitch it off of Faris. So I always like playing two. But if I will mention that if I go into games 2 and 3 and I need to sideboard into some of my side deck stuff, I sometimes cut an increase. So that's a word of advice if you don't like double increase. And then to round off the Vision heroes, double Vyon, pretty standard. Okay, onto the D heroes. We're on double Mali, of course. This is pretty standard, and then honorary Mali, obviously the one Denier. These cards are always pretty good. Again, they're not that great if like Arise Heart is on the field, and then if like they bestial you, but you have to play them. And then to round off the D heroes, one Dark Angel, one Plasma. Honestly, Dark Angel has been putting in more work than Plasma. Plasma has usually been just fusion fodder for like Fusion Destiny, for example. And then also, Plasma is also not bad going second. Fun fact, I do believe this card outs Noir. Noir says it's unaffected by activated effects. Again, they're probably going to hand trap you to heck and just trying to like spin your field. But if you can somehow get Plasma on Noir, you can absorb it. So that's really good. Again, correct me if I'm wrong if the ruling is incorrect. And then for my flex spots, I'm playing only two hand traps. I'm playing triple Nibiru and triple Ash. Just the high impact cards. Despia is going to be a threat, so I think main deck Ash is going to be mandatory going to the Nats format. And then Nib is just to keep in check of any of the combo decks. So that's it for the monster lineup. So let's go on to the spells. You have your power spells of triple hero lives. Card is really good, especially being able to, this one card Dark Law, obviously, but it's a combo starter. It's really good. Just really sucks in time, but to be honest, I don't really find myself going to time with this deck that much, just because it's a very like, you don't want to get into the grind with this deck. You either, if you're going first, you want to build a board and just stifle your opponent from playing, and then OTK turn 2, and then going second, you just want to try to bait, and then there's OTK. Another power spell is Triple Fusion Destiny. I'm so glad this card came back, but I do expect some Sky Striker players to play this package. Sky Striker is going to be a threat going into the new format, so you have to watch out for that. But Triple Fusion Destiny is really good. Just being able to bait, like, because there's so many cards you can ash in this deck, and if you hold on to the Fusion Destiny, you can do a lot of damage, especially in this deck where the Dark Hero lock doesn't really apply. I'm on double mass change. This is purely for the fact that We have Wake Up the Hero now. Wake Up Your Elemental Hero, I should say. And you can search this card. So you don't want to open multiples of them. But ironically, if you do open it, sometimes you can just play under Nib, like play under a few summons, and then like set Mass Change Pass, and just have a pretty like conservative board. So opening it is not bad. Also, not to mention you can dodge like Imperm Veiler, so that's really strong. But yeah, I opted to cut one Mass Change for another starter. Foolish Barrel, I really like. It's another flex spot, so you could cut it if you want to play like more hand traps, what have you. But I like Foolish Burial because it's a starter. Being able to dump, if any of your cards get like interrupted, you can dump Shadow Mist and essentially search any hero in the deck. So I really like that card. It also dumps Mally. Another power one of is Rhoda, again, just for more consistency. And then for engine requirements, we have one Miracle Fusion, one Poly. I see a lot of players playing more Polys. It's not bad. It's a really good extender. So I can see people playing it. Again, it's the same argument with Rise Heart, where you can banish the top few cards of your deck. So you could play more. Again, it's up to player preference. The Spice, I would say I have the last like non-utility spot is triple Book of Eclipse. So the reason why I like this card is it dodges Nib. A lot of people would like to Nib you on the Poly. Unless, I see this happen a lot. Some people, they open Nib Veiler. So if you do that, then you just wait till the very end to Nib a hero player. But if they just have Nib, more than likely, they'll try to Nib you on the Poly. So you chain this to Nib, and on Poly, let's say you go Poly Chainlink 1, Nib Chainlink 2, either go Eclipse Chainlink 3. You book all of your stuff. Nib can only tribute face-down cards, so all of your Link monsters will go. But you can still Fusion Summon on Chainlink 1 with all your face-down stuff, so that's really good. Not to mention it can deal with Imperm Veiler as well, which is not bad because you can just tribute your set hero monsters with Visioneer increase. So I really like Book of Eclipse as utility going first and second. So that rounds off the main deck. Let's start with the side deck. Side deck is up to player preference. It's not really optimized for this format. I would say it's just optimized for locals. But triple Ceremon, it's really good for breaking boards. The thing is, this burns your normal, but you don't want to play Kaijus or Lava Golems just because they lock you out of Cross Crusader. So if they build a really big board, you can still like play without your normal. Given if you have Foolish Burial, Faris, Fusion Destiny, or even Hero Lives, all those cards don't require your normal, and you can still like combo, and you can out this card with DP. So that's really good. Triple DD Crow, just really good against graveyard reliant decks. I don't play the Bestials because, again, if you rip it off the top, it locks you out of Cross Crusader, and the body on field gives you conflicts with Hero Lives. And the DD Crow has the utility of like hitting like spell traps as well, so like against Runic, for example. Next up, we have Triple Ogre for like super heavy Samurai or Fountain. Again, the side deck, you shouldn't really put too much stock into it. Take it with a grain of salt. Just play whatever fits your locals' needs. For going first, we have triple Rivalry of the Warlords, and then triple IDP for going first. Again, there's just flex options. You can play whatever you want. You can play like anti-spell or what have you. That's it for the side. Let's quickly go on to the extra. I guess pretty standard as well. One Dread Decimator, really good for going for LTK. One Wonder Driver. This card is really good, especially since of the it's a necessary engine requirement for the Wake Up the Hero OTK, so you really need to play that. Double Cross Crusader, you have to play 2. You could even play 3, but extra deck space is actually really tight. I'll let you know what's a flex spot, but Cross Crusader is really good. Being able to revive DP mid to late game is good, and then it just helps facilitate combos. One Dangerous. Some people say that this is, you could argue, is a flex spot. I like it because it makes Fusion Destiny a one card DP. So I like playing Dangerous, and I do play 3 Fusion Destiny. So like resolving the second, third one, you just need names in your extra deck, so you could play that. And it dumps Miss. So I mean, Fusion Destiny to make Dangerous, you dump Miss, and you get a search. So that's good. Double DPE. I know Mind Hacker is not a thing, but you play multiple Fusion Destinies, and like sometimes if you rip another one off the top, you just, like I said, you just sometimes need more names to summon. So double DP I still think is really strong, especially if they deal with the first one. For the E-Hero fusions, Wake Up the Hero. This card is really what this deck needed because it lets you make Dark Law consistently. Again, Stratos plus a hero is an auto Dark Law, so that's really strong. Really like this card. Puts in a lot of work. Can go for OTK. This was Trinity, but this card is summonable off of Miracle Fusion, and you just get so much more value off of Miracle Fusion, especially when you set it again off of Wonder Driver. The other E-Hero fusions, one Escuridao, that's definitely a flex spot, and then the one Sunrise, again, engine requirement, lets you search the Miracle Fusion and just really helps breaking board going second. The one Ab-Zero, non-negotiable, like to play it. For the Masked Heroes, I play 4. I play the one Acid. That is arguably a flex spot, so if you want to cut it, you can. But it doesn't really come up because you can't, you can search for Dark Law, but it's really hard to set up, Ab-Zero Acid. That's really dependent on your hand. Then, you have Double Dark Law, really good card, especially going to certain formats. And again, this deck can make Dark Law with Stratos plus another hero. And as you know, this format, or past format, you could say, Kashtira was heavily reliant on Arise Heart. So this deck has its own built-in Arise Heart as well. It's just more susceptible to hand traps. And then the one Mass Hero Blast, because you want to protect your Stratos from getting Imperm Veiler, and you want to resolve it. So that's really good, and it's really good with dealing with back row decks. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it for the new format. I'm trying to perfect this deck. I don't know if I'll take it to Nats, but really it's just one of my favorite decks to play. So. It's really good. It's really strong. It's a good rogue contender. I would not put it tier 1 or 2. Definitely it's a tier 3 deck. Something you can take it out for your locals for a spin. So it's a really good deck. Yeah, that's it for this deck profile. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment down below and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much and have a nice day.